From schoolrooms to newsrooms to bar rooms, almost no sector of the United States escaped mass gun violence in 2018. The February 14th shooting rampage inside the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, was one of the deadliest school shootings since 2012.
Nicholas, I think we spell his name Nikolas Cruz, was the killer.
Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel said the gunman was armed with an AR-15 rifle and multiple magazines. 17 people died, prompting a nationwide gun control movement led by the school's students. 3 months later, another high school shooting in Santa Fe, Texas, killed 10. The shooter had a Remington 870 shotgun and a .38 caliber revolver. At a local market where they work part-time, 17-year-olds Brandy Kraft and Dylan Middlestead, who shared the trauma of that day, coped in different ways.
It's really scary to be in a community where you feel safe and then all that's taken away from you, just in a blink of an eye.
Time is the only thing that's going to help me right now.
In June, 38-year-old Jared Ramos walked into the newspaper offices of the Capital Gazette in Annapolis, Maryland. The gunman first shot through a glass door, then proceeded inside, killing 5. The Capitol staff and other journalists, including slain Washington Post contributor Jamal Khashoggi, were recognized by Time magazine as guardians who had the greatest influence on the news and world affairs this year. In October, 11 people were killed in a synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh. Chuck Diamond, a former rabbi at the Tree of Life Synagogue.
When you put hate and guns together, it's not a good result.
The oldest victim was 97 years old. Authorities in Pittsburgh said 46-year-old gunman Robert Bowers shouted anti-Semitic threats as he opened fire. Residents gathered at a vigil after the deadly attack.
I just can't believe the kind of violence that we're experiencing in our country.
In November, a bar shooting in Thousand Oaks, California, killed 13, including a sheriff's deputy. Susan Schmidt-Orfanos lost a son that day. Her son had survived the mass shooting last year in Las Vegas before being killed at the Borderline Bar and Grill.
My son was in Vegas. He came home that time. He didn't come home on November 7th. So lightning does strike twice.
As she and so many others have begun their healing process, she hopes her son is remembered for who he was and not just a statistic. According to the nonprofit Gun Violence Archive, which tracks shootings in the U.S., about 330 mass shootings have occurred so far this year. It's defined as a single incident in which 4 or more people, not including the shooter, are shot and or killed. Mariama Diallo, VOA News, Washington.